Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you the second part. My last video I showed you how to create this adorable little simple little clear embellishment by coloring it with your chameleon pens, and this is what it turned out to be. I'll give you a little close-up. Okay. And so what we're going to be using this for is we're going to be creating a sympathy card. Unfortunately, my uncle passed away, so I'm going to be sending out a few sympathy cards. And I wanted to utilize this embellishment that I made to create the sympathy card. So what you will need is you will need your colored clear embellishment. You'll need a piece of paper to stamp on, a piece of paper that you will be mounting your sentiment to. You will also need a card base so that you can place your creativeness on top of your card. You'll need scissors, you'll need some white twine, you'll need a stamp block. I use Memento Tuxedo Black ink. It's my favorite ink to use, especially when I'm using alcohol markers. It works very well together. We have our scrapbook adhesive. We also have a sorry, my nose really itches. Must be the allergies. Unfortunately, there's lots and lots of fires out here in California. If you're not aware, I know that this news has hit worldwide, and unfortunately I have a lot of friends that are really affected by it, which makes me very sad. So far, hopefully no one has lost their homes, but some of them have been evacuated, etc., etc. So we're thoughts and prayers are with them for sure. But my nose has been really itchy, so I'm guessing it's the things that are in the air. At any rate, we're going to also be using a glue line, which is basically like a glue dot, only in a line. We also have our punch for our sentiment, and in addition to that, we have this awesome stamp set. It is called the outside and in, because you can not only put the outside sentiment, but you also have the inside sentiment. I don't know if you're anything like me, but sometimes I have a really difficult time trying to figure out what to write inside of a card. So rather than have to think about it and try to figure that out, I took the guesswork out of it and created a stamp set so that you can do that. So this one, like I said, is the outside and in stamp set, and it is by A Creative Journey with Melissa. Please be sure to check out our website at www.acreativejorneywithmelissa.com or www.acjwm.com. So now that I have showed you all the supplies that you will need, I am going to start by showing you what we're going to do. So let me put all these cute little items aside. All we need right now is our stamp set. Now this is my stamp set. That's the one that I use. So we'll just use this, and we'll put the little piece of glue line over there, and then we'll put all this other stuff on the side, and we will be set. But first, let me show you what we are making. We will be making this adorable, cute little card. So we're creating this card, and I really love the way it came out. It's very simple. It's very cute. I like the colors. They're very soft, and it's perfect for a sympathy card. Of course, I wish I didn't have to send this, and wish that this wouldn't be something that I would have to endure, nor would my family and friends and loved ones, but unfortunately it did happen. So at any rate, what I'm going to do here is show you how I created this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the sentiment. The reason why I stamp the sentiment first is in case it's a little bit wet. Sometimes that happens, so I like to make sure I can set it aside and make sure that it is dry when I place it onto the creation. So if you're not familiar with photopolymer stamps, basically people call them clear stamps. Some of them call them plastic stamps, some people call them acrylic stamps. These are actually photopolymer, so they're very high quality, fantastically made, so they are non-yellowing, and they really, really work very well, and right out of the package you don't have to worry about seasoning them. You can just use them right away. I have used this one once actually, but I have not used the other one, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So I'm just going to put this cute little sentiment right here and line it up the way I'd like it. And then I am going to ink my block like this. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it right there, And just in case that one doesn't work, I'm going to do another one just to be on the safe side. And usually I do this as well, just so that I can have an extra sympathy card. While I'm making one, why not make two? It's a great way for you to build up your stock of your cards, and also when you have a situation, typically when you need a card, oftentimes we don't have them, and this will help you with that as well. Okay, so we're going to set these things aside. I'm going to put that aside. Now I'm going to get my card base out. I'm going to put my stamps aside too. And I'm going to get the mat that I'm going to be putting on, as well as the adhesive. So we're going to take the card base here, this one, just apply some adhesive. You don't need a lot because it's not something that's going to fall off or anything like that. So then we're going to place it right here, kind of line it up more towards the left side. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So we're going to push it down there. All right, and now I'm pretty sure this is dry. So I'm going to set this aside just for a second, and we don't need the adhesive anymore. We can put that away. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the punch. I have to undo the back of it. Let's see here. And what I usually do is I like to punch this way so that I can see exactly where I'm punching and exactly how it's going to look. You can do it this way, you can do it this way, or you can do it this way, whichever way you wish. I am going to do this way. And try to line it up. And as you can see, I forgot that I was doing it this way, so that's not really going to work, but I'm going to make another one out of this anyway, because I think this part will work if we just trim it off a little bit. So we'll just have that little extra. Looks cute to me. So we'll just set that aside and use that for another project, okay? So what we're going to do here is we are going to adhere this to our card base where we would like to have it. Okay, so we're just going to place some adhesive on the back, not too much, no need for that. Okay, so we're just going to kind of set it right about 2/3 down, give or take a little bit. Make sure it's lined up the way we like it, and about 2/3 over. Let's see how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the embellishment that we created, which was the butterfly. Okay, we're going to take that and we're just going to bend it in just a little. So I'm taking my nails and I'm just bending it in a little bit. Okay, just a little bit so we can get a little bit of dimension there. Okay, so I'll show you what that looks like. And then you can see on the side what it looks like once it's been bent. Okay. So just a little bit of dimension, not too much, and this is where your glue line comes in. So we're just going to take the glue line here, and this is a little close-up of the glue line so you can see it. Okay, you could use a glue dot and roll it up, but this is something I had already on hand, so I decided to use this, and it's a little bit easier too. So I'm just going to place this glue line right along the body of where the butterfly would be, and that's right in the middle, and I'll just peel this part off. Okay, and as you can see, it kind of made a big blob. That's okay. We can just scoot it over where we'd like it. And we're good. See, just scooted it over. And now we'll just place it right here like we want. I just think that gives a really cute little detail to the creation. Okay. Alrighty, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take our white twine and we will wrap it around 3 times. So we want to make sure we keep this outside like this. We will take it on the inside of the card and go 1, 2, 3, and then we can just cut it right here so that we have enough space for the bow that we want to tie. We'll scoot this over here. Let's see what we got here. This is a little bit tangled up. Okay, So now we're going to just take our string and tie a cute little bow. You can do a bow a number of different ways. I'm going to create it like this, and this time I'm going to go around and just pull. Okay, and when I do that, usually it's a lot bigger than I care for, so I'm just going to pull it back a little bit because I don't think that this design and this creation needs a big bow like that. So we'll do this, a little bit of an adjustment, not too much. Okay, then we're going to take our scissors back out and trim off the excess. Okay, now one other thing that you can do, and I believe I have some here, so let me check, is if you wanted to, in your creation, you can add a few little embellishments on top of your creation. And I just so happen to have some really cute rhinestones, and I'm going to add that to it right in the middle there. You don't have to do that. I think actually it really looks just fine without it. I don't think it looks too strange. It just looks like that's the body of the butterfly. But if you really are particular and you prefer to have that area where the glue is covered up, we can do that. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll show you a little added bonus from what I was originally going to do. Okay. So I have these right here, and I would say about 4 of them would fit well right there. So I'm just going to take these 4 and I'm going to cut it right there so that I only have 4 on here. Okay. I'm going to put the other 4 on this side. Can use that for the other butterfly if I choose to. These are already glued so that they all are glued together. So I took that off so we don't have any adhesive there. And then I'm just going to place this right on top so that it's right in the middle and covers up that adhesive in case you didn't like the look of that. Okay? So I think that makes it just a little bit more sparkly, a little bit more fancy, and I think it looks really nice. Okay? So this is the one and this is the other. This is the difference between the two, is really this and this. Other than that, this is a little bit different in how I did that, but other than that, I think they look great. So I hope you enjoyed this creation today, and I hope that you will utilize your packaging and use your die cut machines and die cut a whole bunch of different shapes, whether it's circles, stars, butterflies, birds, whatever you'd like, and color them in. Color them in with your alcohol markers, your chameleon pens, or anything like that, and then you'll really be able to see some really cool, just little embellishments that just make your project that much more exciting and make someone feel that it's really special. They know that you colored that yourself. Okay? Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. I hope that you'll check out our blog and our website at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com or www.acjwm.com, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of our videos, our crafty hauls, and all our great findings that we like to share with you. We hope you have a fantastic day, and again, we hope you enjoyed going on a creative journey with Melissa. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.